glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing. Dark up. The sun's in let the snow and clouds kiss everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down with a happy singing. Dance in the rain. I'm happy again. I'm singing, dancing.
Can I just have your attention? We're going to wait 5 minutes for the YMCA preschool children to come over. If we could do that, just 5 minutes, we'll start. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ken Mitchell. I'm the Executive Director of the Staten Island Zoo. I'm here to welcome you to Groundhog Day. I'd like to give a special thank you to Citizens, our presenting sponsor of Groundhog Day for the last several years. We thank Citizens for all your banking needs. Don't forget Citizens. It's my privilege to introduce the DA as our MC, and he, who wrote this? He leaves no cold cases. No cold cases behind, but it's my pleasure to introduce our District Attorney and Chief Law Enforcement Officer, Michael McMahon.
Good morning. Are you ready for Chuck, Staten Island? All right. Before we begin, as we begin, let us honor our nation. I'm going to ask Miss Ava Gallo from Wagner College. Go Seahawks, although Chuck is not very fond of hawks of any kind. We're going to ask Ava Gallo to lead us in our national anthem. Ava? Please uncover. Men.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Ava. Well done. Beautiful. So thank you, everyone. As you heard, I am Michael McMahon. I am privileged and honored to serve the people of Staten Island as your district attorney. And as Ed Burke is off to remind me, I am a man of convictions. I am known to stand between the camera and people, so the folks up here on the stage might think I'm throwing a little shade on them. But I promise it's really just the weather, and I'm literally giving everyone two cold shoulders. But before we start our official program, let me welcome some very important dignitaries who are here with us today. We have members of our New York City Council. Councilman David Carr is here, and Councilwoman Camilla Hanks is here right on cue. She was in her car drinking up her last drops of hot chocolate. We are joined by our State Senator Jessica Scarcella-Spanton, and her lovely children are here with us today. We also have with us two very important people, and we saw that just the last few days here in New York City. Our Staten Island Borough Sanitation Commissioner Chief Chris Hancock is here. Let's give a round of applause to all the men and women of the sanitation department who have done such a heroic job this last week in removing the snow. And of course, joined in that effort is our terrific Borough Parks Commissioner of New York City Parks Department, Mr. Joe Holmesy is here as well. We have Chris Pucciarelli here from Senator Lanz's office. We also have two beautiful young ladies who are with us, Miss Staten Island, Gabriella Marinelli, and Miss Richmond County, Nadia Michelle. And we are joined up, and they are coming up with our other contestants, our beauty contestants. Some come on this side too, and I see they were brought up by our Assemblyman Michael Tanusis and our other City Councilman Frank Morano here as well. We also have our great friends from Citizens Bank who are here, who are the sponsors of this event, and I'll introduce them in a moment to ask them to come up and say a few words as well. Now, where Mr. Mitchell? Are they all speaking now? Yeah. So let's hear a few words from our elected officials. First, Councilman David Carr is here. David?
Thank you, DA. Thank you to the Staten Island Zoo for putting on this event each and every year. I'm really, really praying for an early spring because I think I speak for all of us when I say we're done with winter. But hopefully he does not see a shadow, and I'm looking forward for a good prognostication. Thank you.
You know what they say about the councilman, hope springs eternal. And now our State Senator Jessica Scarcella-Spanton.
Good morning, everyone. Today is the day where we come together for the most important civic duty to listen to a groundhog, but not just any groundhog, our groundhog, Chuck. I, like the councilman, pray that we see an early spring, but as the DA said, hope springs eternal. So thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy.
Thank you. And from our City Council also, Councilwoman Camilla Hankson, whose district we are.
Good morning, everyone. Hats off to Ken Mitchell for putting us indoors, but happy Groundhog's Day. I'm not going to say the same thing that everybody else is going to say, but I am demanding that Chuck sees his shadow because this is insane. Happy Groundhog's Day. Thank you all for coming. Let's go.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Also, City Councilman Frank Morano from the South Shore.
Thank you, DA. I'll tell you, given the weather, snow, and parking conditions, this is one day I would not want to live over and over and over again, like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. Now, we all want to hear from the seer of seers, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the world's greatest weather rodent, Staten Island Chuck. But the great thing about this occasion every year is it really shines a spotlight on one of New York City's greatest gems, the Staten Island Zoo. And not only does Ken Mitchell do a great job here, but this is something that, irrespective of borders or parties, the Staten Island City Council delegation is completely united in supporting. And zoos like this don't just happen. And they happen because of a lot of work and a significant investment that our council delegation has made to keep this zoo as great as it is. And I'm proud to play a small part in that. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Councilman, and thank you for that pledge of more resources for the zoo. Chuck thanks you, and Kenny Mitchell says he'll take the check now. Thank you so much. This is, of course, a very happy moment for us all to be here. But it's even happier because we have a member of the New York State Assembly with us as well, and that is Assemblyman Michael Tanusis.
Thank you so much. You know, he would have thought of me since I worked for him, but I guess not. He's got a short memory. Yeah. So good news. I woke up this morning. I did not see my shadow. So we are in for an early spring. Let's hope and pray that this groundhog does not see a shadow. I don't know about you guys, but I've had just about enough of this weather, enough of the snow, and I can't wait for spring to come. So let's pray, let's hope, and let's do this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Assemblyman Mike Tanusis. And see, because I forgot I got out of order. Then I say his name twice, so it actually comes back. It's a Chuck. I mean Chuck from the Groundhog. So as I was starting to say, this is a very happy moment for us all as we come out with great anticipation. But we have to also have the memories. And the memory of last year, this program was led by a beautiful young lady named Carol Lander. And unfortunately, Carol passed last year. She was an incredible citizen, part of Staten Island's landscape, especially the cultural, especially in the area of theater. And she had an incredibly lively spirit, warm smile, and ability to brighten every space she entered. So let's take a moment of silence just to remember her and send our love to her family and all those who loved her so much. Thank you so much. So let's face it. We've got here at the Staten Island Zoo, the world's greatest little zoo, incredible community partners who've shown up with us here today, and you see them up on the stage. But there's also wonderful men and women who make this zoo work every day. We want to thank Ken Mitchell, the executive director, Ed Burke, the man who likes to have a lot of puns, Maria Spiro, Jessica Hartman, Kathy Ezer, Mark Lamberti, and many others, the docents, the volunteers, and the supporters of this zoo, whose daily efforts provide a sanctuary for our animals, including Chuck, and offer educational opportunities for all of our children. Now, let's hear it for our weather prognosticators from Susan Wagner High School. And we also have the preschoolers from the Staten Island YMCA. Now, you know, Chuck doesn't live that bad of a life. In fact, he's got an incredibly highly trained staff of animal care specialists. To be honest, and I hope my wife, Judge Judy, isn't listening, but he gets better treatment than I do. He receives health checkups from a full-time veterinarian. He has a nutrition plan, a healthy assortment of veggies prepared daily. And Chuck's favorite, by the way, is sweet potatoes. I mean, he's got a full-time vet, daily checkups, a personalized nutrition plan. I'm starting to think that I should move into the Staten Island Zoo, too. And if I come up with any more bad jokes, my wife will probably tell me to do that. It's clear that Chuck's role at the zoo is to serve as an ambassador for wildlife conservation and helps us very much in our fight against animal cruelty. In fact, the DA's office in the zoo has a coloring book together and a calendar that we work on together to spread the word of anti-cruelty to animals and support for animals. And so it's clear that Chuck is so loved by our community and especially our children. And he's opened the door to partnering with schools across our island. So much so that at the Staten Island Zoo, there's delivering of educational instruction to over 20,000 students each year and hosts up to 175,000 visitors annually. And of course, they organize this wonderful program for us every year. So let's give everybody at the Staten Island Zoo a round of applause. Now, I said that I would have them come and speak because, you know, sometimes Chuck's the kind of guy as a groundhog. Sometimes he says things like, show me the money, or he understands that things have to be paid for. And this would not be possible without the generosity of today's sponsor, and that is Citizens Bank. And they are represented today by their tri-state Metro Retail Executive, Yohira Hafley. Give her a round of applause. And come on up here and say a few words, Yohira. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. And again, as you just heard, Yohira Hafley, Retail Market Executive for New York Metro for Citizens. I am just so proud to be here to represent Citizens as we celebrate Chuck. Again, the best forecasting groundhog in the country. So thank you to Executive Director Ken Mitchell in your invitation to allow us the opportunity to speak, for hosting all of us here. Again, despite the cold, thank you all for coming. And also thank you to all those that are joining us via the live stream. So now, not to throw too much shade on the other guy in Pennsylvania, but Chuck is the only one who truly knows what to do with it. So his accuracy makes him a real groundbreaker in his field. So just like Chuck, Citizens is deeply rooted in the community. Again, with colleagues and branches across the 5 boroughs, we're reliable and committed just as Chuck is. So we value being part of the local communities, supporting organizations, and yes, groundhogs that make our neighborhoods thrive. So this event is special to Staten Island. It is special to New York, and we are honored to be part of it. So thank you to the Staten Island Zoo, and it sounds like Chuck has a really good deal here. And on behalf of Citizens, best of luck, Chuck, on a successful prediction. Go furry glory, and happy Groundhog Day.
Thank you, Yahira, and thank you to Citizens Bank for your continued sponsoring and supporting of our fabulous zoo here in downtown West Brighton, Staten Island. Now, I said that we've got our students who are here. We've got the YMCA preschoolers, and I also want to acknowledge the zoo's year-round partners from the Susan Wagner High School, Principal David Cugini, science teacher Robert Frendick, and our AP Environmental Science students who are designated as our weather checkers. Each year, they analyze weeks of data to assess the accuracy of Chuck's latest prediction and reveal their findings on March 20th. And that's why we know Chuck is so accurate, because of their scientific approach to this matter. Last year, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, published weather accuracy ratings for groundhogs across the United States. And to no one's surprise, in our borough, Staten Island's Chuck ranked number 1 with an 85% accuracy rate. That's higher than some conviction rates nationwide, but not here in Staten Island. What's more, our Susan Wagner weather checkers determined that Chuck's prediction was correct last year. Thank you, Susan Wagner. Bumping him up to an astounding 86% accuracy rate. Now, of course, we all wish it was 86 degrees here right now, but it's not. But we thank them, and we thank the Falcons very much for their continued partnership. Now, if you think about it, the groundhog has the ultimate work-from-home job. He comes out for 5 minutes, gives a forecast with absolutely no explanation, no data, no charts, and using his intuition, and still gets more media coverage than most elected officials. Bada boom. We know that Chuck has an accuracy rate of 86%, but what if he's wrong? No consequences, maybe just a bruised ego, no performance review, no apology tour. He just goes right back inside like, well, see you next year. And just ask that pretender, Punxsutawney Phil, whose accuracy rate just south of 40% pales in comparison to our Chucky boys. But today, Staten Island Chuck will do what many of us do every day. Step out, assess the situation, and make a call. Now, I know you're thinking, isn't that a little strange to let a small, furry creature determine the forecast? Maybe, but let's be honest. Chuck has been doing this for a long time. He's a seasoned professional, he's consistent, and he always shows up ready to do his job, even if he's a little short on daylight. And in a world that sometimes feels unpredictable, there's something comforting about a tradition that reminds us we can face whatever comes, whether it's 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring. And that's inspiring. And whether he sees a shadow or not, one thing is for sure. He's always grounded. Emily, he stays humble. He stays low to the earth. Come on, Miss Richmond County, you can laugh at that one. He's not afraid to dig deep. He's literally the only public figure who can disappear for months and come back without anyone asking where he's been. It must be nice. But I also think Groundhog Day is more than just about weather. It's about accountability. Because on this day, we all gather to witness the official decision, shadow or no shadow. And when Chuck makes his determination, there's no arguing with it, no appeals, no motions, no objections. And that's, the legal language, the DA, I gotta keep that in there. And that's right. Today, Chuck is judge, jury, and forecaster. And if he sees a shadow, that's basically the official verdict. Winter is hereby sentenced to 6 more weeks. But if he doesn't see a shadow, now that's an early release program we can all get behind. And as someone who appreciates law, order, and justice, I have to say, I respect Chuck's process. He's efficient, he's decisive, he doesn't waffle, he doesn't hedgehog his answers. And I think we can all learn something from that. And so whether you work in law enforcement, let's thank our brothers and sisters from the New York City Police Department and our fire department. Just recently we saw again how difficult their job is here on Staten Island. All those in public service, our teachers, our educators, healthcare, animal welfare, business, the businesses that keep us going, our banks, our supporters. We thank you all for what you do. And we know that sometimes if life can sometimes feel like Groundhog Day, the same routines, the same challenges, the same responsibilities day after day. Sometimes they blur together. We wake up, we have coffee, we eat, we sleep. Some of us have hot chocolate. We get up, we work. But Groundhog Day reminds us that there is power in just showing up. It's doing the right thing, in staying grounded, and in being willing to come out of our comfort zone, even when it's cold and when it's early in the morning, even when the forecast is uncertain. And let's not forget, Chuck is also a symbol of courage. He literally faces his shadow every year. We all have one. Chuck doesn't run, he doesn't hide. He teaches us that seeing our shadow doesn't mean something is wrong. It just means the light is shining on you and that you have courage to show up. Now, talking about showing up, we want to celebrate a 52nd wedding anniversary today. John and Susan Loria are here, and we want to congratulate them. They were married 52 years ago this day, and John said he wasn't afraid of his shadow that day, and it was the best decision he ever made. John and Susan, happy anniversary from everyone here at the zoo. And to you all, happy Groundhog Day. May your day be sunny, your spirits high, your forecast anything but hogwash. And so now, everybody ready? It's time that we move to a time-honored tradition, the unveiling of the groundhog, who will share his prediction for the weeks to come. The suspense has built, the excitement is in the air, and our furry little forecaster is ready, I believe. Will spring come early? Let's find out. Now, please be quiet, because we don't want to distract Chuck while making this very important decision. So don't shout, don't scream, but let's all whisper together. From 10, we're going to count down. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There he is. There he is. Okay, Chuck, wake up. You got the horns? No, where are the horns? There he is. Uh-oh. He's looking. He's thinking. Kenny? We should go over and wait, at least we don't have those ones. Let's just go over and see what he says. Executive Director Mitchell is going to do a little prognostication reading. You guys better join him. The verdict is in. Yeah, it was Kenny. Everybody ready? Yeah. You ready, kids? Here we go.
We knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. You kind of knew it when you saw the sun was shining. Said he sees a shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. But you know what? We'll get through it together. Spring is on its way. We know that. And we're committed to keeping the peace here to make sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have consulted with Staten Island Chuck. He saw his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. Come on, let's hear it for Chuck. He's working hard. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Continue to support animal welfare. Continue to support our Staten Island Zoo. Thank you to our children from the YMCA. Thank you to our weather prognosticators.
6 weeks to see, like you see here, the weather, the temperature, and everything to measure it if he's right. And we'll come back and let you guys know if he's correct.
Okay. So you guys woke up early. You just wanted to be here in the flesh to see Chuck do his thing?
Of course, we have to see Chuck do his thing, and also we have to prove if he's really the best, because compared to everyone else, since he said we're going to have 6 more weeks of cold, which I'm not so excited about, but we're going to see on this chart, like it says, the blues and greens, if it ends up for the next 6 weeks staying blues and greens, his prediction's right, per usual. But if not, if we see more oranges and reds, it's not going to happen. It means we have some spring coming.
Got you. Okay, so I want to set the scene for you. There are state senators, there's councilmen, there are high school students, and the corner, there are preschoolers, there are little kids. This is a huge event every year and so much fun. But unfortunately, Chuck has said that we're going to have more winter, which is why I have all my layers going. I will also be here in the 9 o'clock hour. Groundhog Day is not over because it keeps going. Okay, I'm going to toss it back inside to the studio. Back to both of you.